Hey guys, Brix back with another Lego Transformer review, and today we will be taking a look at my version 3 Ultra Magnus? Let's go with that. New Ultra Magnus, there you go. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we have, it's basically my version 5 Prime design. Now with Ultra Magnus, I've kind of designed this based off of the Kingdom version, I believe it is. So it does roll, as you can see, quite well. Pretty much the same deal as my old Ultra Magnus, just new Magnus hardware, I guess, or armor. It was about time that I upgraded that and make them look a lot cooler than before. So just like the Kingdom, like everything kind of like snaps onto this existing guy instead of having long arms and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it does roll. The trailer does disconnect or disengage. Just have to kind of get in there and lift up the little red tabs. 1 and 2. A lot easier to do without the camera in front of you. And these two, got 2 jumper plates down there. These could fold down and kind of just like hold the trailer up like that, you know. And those will clip onto these anti-studs right there in the corners. So as you can see, very clean look. Because of it basically being Ultra Magnus, I didn't want to put any stacks there, but this part rolls really well by itself as well. Very nice and boxy, very clean look. I love the fact that these come in white to make it an even cleaner look, so shout out to Lego for that. We need these in more colors, Lego. Come on, stop playing. Alright, so we're going to basically get the trailer out the way so that we can focus on prime time here. Alright, so to transform Ultra Magnus Prime version thing, we will first bring these up, these wheels. Or do we? No, this actually comes down. Yeah. Ideally without breaking. Very good. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the Optimus Prime video before I release this. So, I mean, you guys, you know, would probably have, this will be your second time probably seeing this. With this being said, we're going to take these pieces right here. Oh no. And just rip it off. Nobody needs it, you know. Oh. Stop it. Alright. Lay that down, press it in. Cool. And then the little silver tank thingy will rotate and go like that. Now, I do believe Prime has a different piece. It's probably like a slope. And this is because of the Ultra Magnus armor. That's why that's that piece. So do the same on the other side. Hold that in. Rotate while spinning it around. Should be flat like that. Cool, we got that done. The next thing you want to kind of do is get the arms out the way. And I feel like this wants to come out. Mind you, I haven't transformed this guy in a while, so forgive me. Let's bring the arms out. And also trying to make sure I have everything on camera. Typical, you know, Optimus transformation going on here. So basically, what we want to do, as you can see, he has like a little ball joint in there, and you're gonna rotate everything. Actually, does it rotate? It does rotate, because it has to go to the back. Huh. I don't think so. Really? Okay. And I'm stuck now, so I'm going to take this part, bring that down. Has it really been that long? It might be. Alright, I think this actually sits there, and that comes up, and then this all rotates that way. Okay. Let's try that. So basically the whole torso above this line right here is going to rotate. Holding that. And then that's going to get in the way. So that's why it's important to do the arms first. Okay. See, I would know that if I did my Prime video. Alright, so for the arms, we're just going to fold them out like that. And these will be our hands for the time being. And then they can rotate up like that. Then we're going to take this whole part, rotate it around, flip this part down. Actually, that was supposed to stay up. And there you go. Bring the arm out like that. So that's one arm done. Next arm, same story. Bring it out. Got some really old Lego there. Flip it around, fold that down, flip out fist-like thingy. There you go. And then bring that out. Very good. Now from here, lift those shoulders up, because now we're going to rotate everything. Kind of get your finger in right in there. And it clears it with ease. There we go. So that should be now to the back. That's to the front. Very good. And then these come up and slide on right under that. So that way it has a thinner grill section as opposed to the four that are back there. So then this comes up. I know this kind of tucks itself in there a little bit. And then all of this has to bend back because this is kind of like carried over from version 4. So ideally what you want to do is open up the chest first, so you can kind of get access to push everything where it's supposed to be. There you go. Get in there. And then you're going to kind of just lift all of this up. And it's just more so clearing the head right there. And then that can rotate up like so. We'll rotate up the little prime ears. Then your golden. Tighten that while you're there, and then bring it back in, like so. You can close these puppies up. Like that. Once you're there, you can take this, and what's sad is that I have to undo a lot of this. And then this should be able to bend right there, so as flush as possible against the back. So then you got pretty much the upper body done. And keep in mind this is a darker zero versus the regular blue. Oh, that came up. That's fine. Oh, a little notification there on my phone. Give me 1 second. Alright, so now we work on the legs, which with this we gotta rotate at the thigh and then rotate at the knee like that, and then you can flip out the foot. Now the one thing that I had to improve on this one was the flatness of the foot. You know, with version 4 it was a bit unstable because the heel was higher than the foot itself. So this one is nice and flat. It's a lot more easier to stand up. Didn't take a lot of modification, but it was worth noting. I do believe with this version though, I have the hips sitting wider than it was before. There you go. Looking super dupe. Nice and clean. And I guess you could put like smokestacks or something there and have them detach as guns or something fun like that. But I like the fact that it has like a more, you know, a better silhouette basically than version 4. Alright, so now we will get into the armor, because I'm pretty sure I'll go over the articulation of this within Prime, and we could, you know, cut this video a little bit shorter without going over everything. I mean, you could kind of see what everything is. The shoulders are on stud friction and clips and, you know, bars and stuff. Waist, not really a swivel due to transformation. The feet, they're on those ball joints with the sticks, so they're a lot better, but look at this guy. Does not fall over at all. Super sturdy, way sturdier than 4. Alright, so to prep this guy for the armor, of course, we gotta, I mean, the only thing that we really have to undo is it's just the head, really. Everything else pretty much stays the same, from what I believe. It's been a while. This guy's been built and complete for almost a year now. Imagine if I just got paid to do videos. Like, I could just record all the videos that I need to record. Just imagine. Wink, wink, YouTube. Alright, so of course we gotta bend the little Prime ears back, of course. Something that will tuck into the chest a little easier. Then bring that in like so, but not too much. And then just clear the head. It's gonna be like a little thump. And then you could close these up. Another nice little thumping action. And I believe this does go back down like that. So now you just have a headless Prime hanging out. What we will, we gotta basically show how to disconnect all the pieces. Very similar to the Kingdom version. So basically with this, oh, those guys are trying to come down there. Oh, you stay. So there's like a whole clip and bar system there where you're gonna kind of get in there and disconnect this piece right there. And that shouldn't pull that off, but it did. So yeah, these are one of the shoulder pylons, of course. Do the same on the other side. See, that one behaved. So you got those going back there. Then we're going to disconnect let's get these out the way, the forearms. And those are just holding on by a couple of studs. So, yep, just like Kingdom version, more or less. Get those to the side. Probably have to turn this sideways so it might get a little messy, but ultimately you want to remove these pieces off of the red. So I guess we can move these to get out the way, and then kind of get your finger in there and dislodge. Got one, I believe. There you go. That just completely ripped that off. Okay. And then you're going to disconnect here. And I'll show you what you're disconnecting from in a second. These are angular plates right there. So let's get this part back in order. So that pretty much goes there. And then this one decided to hang around too. And that would go on top of that. So this is what it should look like when it disconnects. And then you have all of this, of course. We'll leave that there. Then we got the feet, which this part was not supposed to disconnect from. So you have all of this getting wrapped around one leg and all of this. So all of that is held together by these two pieces clipping into the back of this. So this would get half like that and the other. You know, you can pretty much figure it out from there. So what we do for these, I mean, pretty much just like the toy, you're gonna probably transform all of this prior to slapping this onto Magnus. So we just gotta do a little prep work for here. Want to take these. I like to rotate them up, slide them up, and then fold them back. And then this could pretty much just go in and slide down like that. So everything is pretty well toleranced and spaced out. So what you're going to do first is start here and work your way back. So you're going to fold this forward. And the hinges will pretty much be like self-explanatory to some degree. And fold this in on itself like that. Kind of see how that works. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Very good. And then this, of course, will fold to the back to form the back of the leg. And then this will fold over that, like so. And there you pretty much have one leg done. So it doesn't really add, this is on like a ball pivot too, so that's why it's like a little wobbly. So it doesn't add a whole lot of kibble at all, not much more than my last version, so I try to stay within those parameters. So we got that one done. Guess I can move everything out this way so you can kind of see everything. Little hairs. So we're going to do the same thing with this prep work. I'm going to rotate that around, slide it up, fold it in like so. Let me turn to something real quick. And there we go. And then fold this in and slide that down. So you got the prep work done, and now you're just gonna do all of your lovely origami. Fold it in. Bring this in, like so. Fold this to the back. Then you can rotate all of this to the back like so. And now you have another foot done. Now something that I really wanted to do, instead of just giving the front toes articulation to kind of insinuate an ankle rocker, his whole actual base does rock now, so it's probably easier to show before I put the armor on, but he does have an insane rocker, you know, and it does tilt forward and tilt up also, so it's pretty cool. So back to Prime. You're gonna fold. Do you fold these up? Yeah, you do. Gotta fold the toes. Make them all nice and flush like. I want to kind of compress them up so that they're as flat as possible. Trying to make sure these pieces are tight. And basically what's going to happen, we're going to connect these two anti-studs to these two studs right there. That's all that's really going on right here. So you can fold this down, bring that in, snap that into the back so you can see that snaps in right there, and then you can fold all of this up and you have one leg done. Do the same on the other side, just for the sake of making it easy. Just fold that down, press it in nice and tight, and there you go. Now this guy is getting tall, so we're going to have to adjust the camera up a bit. Very good. So as you can see, we got these jumper plates. So you can pretty much take either one. They're not really side specific. And press them on like that. So that jumper plate will pretty much go into like the anti-stud thing in the middle on like the piece right in there. But I mean, you could visually eyeball it and figure out what makes sense, you know. So we got that. Next we work the shoulders, and with this you're going to just rotate this little piece right there, and these anti-studs are going to go in the back of his shoulders. Super simple. Line everything up and make it look good. Do the same on this side. Rotate that. And then just pop that on. Clean it up. Looks great. Alright. Try to straighten them up some more. It's looking good. It's looking good. So basically, the two studs back here, these two right there, they're going to just plug into these two anti-studs right there. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Then you can fold down the chest, of course. Good. And then you're just going to take these little flaps and fold them to the back as well, compress them, make them nice and flat. No backpack going on over here, Hasbro. No Ultra Magnus with the badunkadunk over here. And there you go. This is actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. But I'm not going to do a whole lot of rambling to make it a half hour, so... yeah, there you have Ultra Magnus, looking super dupe. We've been using this guy for size comparisons this whole time. Prime is probably roughly up to here on him, so like just below the little shoulder cannons there. And then I have me somewhere hiding behind Blitzwing. There you go. So as you can see, it's a head that's more in scale with the body and not like, you know, incredibly disproportionate or anything like that. He's way more articulated than before. To me, it just aesthetically looks a lot better. It's a bit less complicated, but a lot more fun to do because everything is more intuitive. Yeah, looks pretty dope. So, instructions for Ultra Magnus, and I think I already have Delta Magnus as well, already on BrixMediaStudios.com. If you want to start building them now. It wouldn't take a lot, like say for example, if you have version 4 might work with this. You just have to take the angle plates off the back of the prime foot. But my version 5 actual Optimus Prime is compatible with this. You might just have to switch out the forearm jumper plates so you can put the armor on. And eventually I'll make Nemesis also. So yeah, nice little review. Ultra Magnus for, I'm just going to call it Ultra Magnus for version 5 Prime. That's the best way that I can describe it, so it's like as least confusing as possible. He's technically version 3, but you know, it is what it is. Alright guys, take care, stay safe, and peace.